So Martell meets up with Nell. Nell explains that she didn't agree with Martell going to jail.
Yeah.
But she did have more conversation with Mel and found out what the root cause of the issue was with the revenge situation.
Yeah.
So he said that pretty much he never said he was going to release any type of revenge situation. And Mel and another person, his side chick, was talking about a video coming out. He said he sent her a picture. So he shows Nell the text from 2022. There was no picture in the thread, which he must have deleted.
Maybe.
Nell tells him that it needs to stop. And she explains that they need to think of their kids. And she's saying that she is getting backlash from her situation and that the kids, as they get older, they're going to pick sides and they're going to feel a type of way.
Yeah.
So when she found out that Chris was married, she left him alone. But he was actually separated and divorce papers were drawn up.
Yeah.
Pretty much Martell is like kind of making jokes talking about, well, you were a side chick. I mean, they blurred out the word, but pretty much like you were a side chick. And she's just like, I was not. And now in the confessional, it's just like Martell is treating all this like a game, just the way he treated his wife and his family. Well, Nell has chosen to invite Mel to her birthday party and not Martell. And she lets him know, like, situations like this, it really does cause a divide and makes us pick a side.
Yeah.
And I'm choosing Mel in this moment. And Martell in the confessional says, F that party. He don't need to go anyway. He don't care about that. And that's pretty much where we leave that scene.
Yeah. He basically said, I don't want to go to no old people party anyway, right? The thing about Martell, which is tricky with him, is he's over here talking about some, like, I'm not the bully. He keep calling Mel the bully.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand. If someone is basically making your life a living hell, Martell, over and over again, because Nell is like, y'all keep having this tennis match where y'all just going back and forth, and Martell is like, no, she does something, and then the one thing I do, then all of a sudden y'all look at me crazy. No, because the one thing you did was crazy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't, he's out of touch with reality. That's why I really feel like this is last season. Because everybody is basically separating themselves from him. To the point to where he will always play the victim, which I don't even understand how he even gets to play the victim as if they started off divorce. You was married at one time, brother.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? This was your woman. This was your basically your partner, the mother of your kids. And you caused this situation, and you're the one who made it worse. So I don't understand how he don't even see that. When it comes to Nell being the side chick and things of that nature, that is a situation to where it's really a non-story. It's really a non-factor, right? I feel like that is just the side effect of being on a show now.
Yeah.
You know, you're on the show, you're a full cast member, and it's a shame that that's coming from inside your camp and things like that. But it just shows that, listen, people go do things for clout. People go do things of that nature. She already said she's been married to Chris for over 25 years.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, it really doesn't matter. It did make me look at Martell kind of strange, and I'm like, if this is if Nell and Chris were supposed to be basically your friends and things like that, and you making fun of something that she takes seriously, it just shows that you don't even like you're out of touch, and you're giving people more ammo to really not fool with you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. My thoughts about it, I was thrown off by the scene of why she had to even meet up with Martell, to be honest.
Same.
I would expect Chris, which he does end up meeting up with Martell, but I would expect Chris to kind of be the one to more so hold Martell accountable, especially since we've seen in previous seasons how Martell can get disrespectful with Nell and start yelling and all this type of stuff. And for Chris to have to go behind Martell and pretty much tell him, hey, you need to correct how you talk to my wife. So to me, from situations like that, I'm just kind of like, well, why do they need one-on-ones? But I guess we're still going with the story that they're both friends with Mel and Martell. So,
I mean,
okay.
I mean, I honestly didn't see a problem with it. Even when Nell and Martell was going at each other, I honestly didn't see a problem with it. I saw it as two friends going at each other.
Okay.
At the end of the day, she do view, or at least did at one point view Martell as a friend. Yeah. To the point to where she was like, I'm not comfortable with basically you sending him to jail. So even if we accept it or not, I feel like she have I feel like she had no reason to meet with him to tell him that he can't come to the party.
Yeah.
That was kind of like, okay, not that. The fact that you are basically, I'm going on last episode now, that Nell is like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, well, call one of your friends.
Yeah.
Like, call Mel and call Martell to see what's going on. I do agree with, like, this scene for basically telling me that I'm not invited to a party is kind of like, okay. Besides seeking clarification like Chris did.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Even though Chris came there and he was like, you know, you got to apologize to my wife. She ain't no side chick. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he wanted to know what's going on with this whole thing.
Yeah.
My wife's telling me one thing. She telling me it's a video, and then it's a text, and it's a picture. It's a picture of a video. It's like, and then we see Martell basically chase his tail. You know what I mean? But let's continue. We will get there.
Yeah. Well, to finish, what my thoughts about for the scene is pretty much just like, and even trying to talk to Martell about the situation, as far as Nell tried to ask like what was going on. He showed her the text messages. Like, you're not going to get a real honest true answer out of Martell. And even all his facial reactions and all this stuff when she was explaining to him basically the truth of what was happening, it's like, Martell, we can see through you. Like, you're not fooling anybody.
Pretty much.
You're not fooling anybody. And for her basically revealing to him about the hardship she's having with her stepdaughter because of the situation that happened years ago, he really should take heed to it, but he don't take heed to nothing, and that's why he's in the situation he's in. So
you can't talk to him, man.
Yeah, you really can't.
Hold on to y'all pearls, man. You know.